I didn't wait this long for this. Baby girl, let me see. Baby girl, your dance, let me see you twirl. Let me see you twirl. Baby girl. No, cause this song and that Padre song has to be a joke.
No, not Drake getting cooked by the ladies.
Baby girl.
Oh my God, Drake, a female actually doesn't like you. Is that possible?
Nokia is fighting for his life out there against this pedophile shit. Hey, yeah, Elms have a little slap in the tuck.
Yeah. What is Drake doing, y'all? What is Drake doing? No. No. No, what? Is he swimming? Patty cake? Oh no, y'all gotta stop. Nah, Drake's trolling. Drake's trolling. Is this the Drake we came to see? No, this wasn't the song for you to be the center of attention. I actually thought Drake was going to hit with this one, to be honest with you. Take people back to that old Drake. God's Plan, maybe some Hotline Bling, but instead people are calling it the late night Tubi remix of Kendrick's Not Like Us and the Super Bowl halftime show, because he copies so many visuals and little nuances, like these random little shots from Kendrick's Not Like Us video and the Super Bowl halftime show. It's like he's really trying to be Kendrick still. And the video to me just doesn't seem to match the song, honestly. Or this idea of it being an IMAX, to be honest with you, I don't think anything related to this IMAX thing hit. Like, are we actually going to book tickets to go watch the Drake Nokia video in the IMAX theater? Overall, Drake is just, in this whole video, he's self-centered. He's the cash. He has all the ladies around him and kind of copying Kendrick. And yes, Kendrick had ladies with him in his Super Bowl halftime show, but he was empowered. He was with the women and they were backing him up to perform. But in this case, Drake is like being goofy inside of this circle surrounding women. Like they're all looking at him and he's like trying to perform for them and do this little dance for them. Typical Drake. Right now, it is #1 trending for music. It's only been less than 24 hours. It's 1.7 million views. To me, that doesn't seem like a whole lot for Drake in less than 24 hours, but I don't know the history. Maybe it'll pick up. Time will tell. I do feel like it should have more numbers. First thing I want to talk about was that handshake. I don't want to get to that owl thing at the end. The handshake that we saw, the thumbnail of the video is this handshake. And then if you see right after this IMAX thing, he does like a dab up. That right there is very reminiscent of how Kendrick does the handshake with Dave Free and Not Like Us. Right? So if you look closely here, it's not like a handshake. I don't know what they do. Maybe they lock fingers. I have no idea. But again, it just doesn't make sense that Drake would do this. Like, what does this even mean for Drake? It does seem another nuance that he's copying from Kendrick. Then we see the next visual of him being inside of this corridor, which seemed very reminiscent of Kendrick's broccoli snippet in the beginning of Not Like Us. He's in the corridor. It's all black and white. He has this tough fit on. Again, very, very similar, just a little more stylized for Drake. A lot of the Drake stands are like, look at this. It's like the snake game inside of Nokia. And he's trying to say that he has all snakes behind him. Ooh. I mean, like, really? Like, come on, y'all. Like, y'all could do better than that. I don't say that the visual is bad necessarily, but again, it just feels like he's copying Kendrick. Then for the t-shirt, he has like a woman on there in, you could see from the back and the front of the t-shirt. I couldn't figure out who it is. It kind of looks like Britney Spears to me. Again, I was curious if anyone knows who's on that t-shirt. Just drop it in the comments below. Now for the dancing, we do see a lot of formations being copied from Kendrick. We see the women are, again, all these formations very reminiscent of the Super Bowl halftime show. Over here, we have them in this very specific formation, right? We had the Super Bowl halftime show, the bird's eye view, very specific, very similar. Like, it just seems too much of a coincidence for this to happen. Then we also have Tanisha Scott. She's the choreographer for this song and also for the dance moves in Hotline Bling. Wow, when you put this on silent, like, what is happening? So I believe this is Tanisha Scott, and then she also dances here in this video, and she does the choreography. From what I understand, she is a Toronto native with a Jamaican background. It's like Drake wants to bring his Toronto background onto the scene. I feel like that's another copy of Kendrick, where Kendrick, all about his Compton hometown and everything he represents is Compton. Drake, I feel like he left his Toronto culture in the background years ago, and all of a sudden he's trying to revive all that, which kind of seems another imitation of Kendrick. Then people noted after this weird part of the video that the dancers were playing patty cake. I get it, maybe kind of cute in a way, but maybe not a great look for Drake, who's facing all those public allegations based on not like us beef of the PDF thing, and then showing a game that generally minors play. Again, I feel like, again, Kendrick alluded to all that when he did the hopscotch. And I feel like Drake's always trying to troll, but to me, just leave it alone. This dance is crazy. My boy's swimming out here. Then we have this basketball player, which this definitely feels a direct shot at Kendrick in a way, or at least DeMar DeRozan. We got no one in the video. We don't have Party Next Door. We don't have the producer. We got this random Shia Alexander, a point guard for Oklahoma City Thunders of the NBA. He's originally from Toronto. The reason why this feels like a shot, we all know we saw DeMar DeRozan in Not Like Us video, who's originally from Compton, played for the Toronto Raptors at some point, was, I guess Drake thought he was a friend or whatever the relationship they had, but then he appeared in this video. He also came back to play for the Sacramento Kings, so came back to Cali. Kendrick says, I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him either. Drake shows this basketball player. So again, Drake's metaphor doesn't really hit, because whereas DeMar DeRozan was from Compton, went to Toronto, came back home, this is someone from Toronto but playing for the NBA Oklahoma City, right? So even that, like, I feel like Drake didn't even get right. A random shot that doesn't even fully work. Another thing I think people may have missed is that this song is being produced by producer Elkan, who's actually from Sierra Leone originally, from West Africa. Here you could see Elkan making the beat. Honestly, really does a good job. The beat is from what I understand, made the beat, put together the whole baby girl and all this kind of stuff, and that really fabulous beat behind the track. He's not even in this video. Like, Drake doesn't even show him. As a matter of fact, he's just being self-centered, showing himself, but even he doesn't get any light. It seems like producer Elkan is fairly new. Now, what's interesting about Elkan is that Lecrae won a Grammy for Best Christian Album in 2024 for the album Church Clothes 4, and the producer was Elkan, who gave him a bunch of beats, and that helped him win the Grammy. Now, Elkan was picked up. I think this is a big moment for him.
Baby girl, let me see you do your dance. Let me see you twirl, shaking ass in the,
Like, what I love about this, about Elkan, is that it kind of gives off that Drake colonizing vibe again, whereas like, here is Elkan, a producer from West Africa, from Sierra Leone, puts together this fabulous beat, like the whole part of the hook and all that kind of stuff. And then here he is getting basically like no credit. You have to hunt this down to figure this out. He's not even in the music video. I think what he did is the best part of the song. And it really, if you juxtapose that with what Kendrick did with Mustard, right? You could see the complete polar opposite, where Mustard helped Kendrick get one of his biggest songs. Kendrick in return thanked him, said Mustard on the beat in the actual song, brought him out to the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, something that most producers will never get to see. Here, in the moment where Drake is coming out of the rap battle, and one of his first music videos dropping is a song called Nokia, which is the breakout song of the whole 26-song album, and not a lot was really going viral off that song. Maybe Give Me a Hug and that's it. This was it. And in this music video, it was a perfect opportunity to make the music video good, which it wasn't, but bring out this producer, right? Bring out this cultural icon in a way, and give him a shout out. And here's, Elkan just dancing to the song, being so happy he was a part of this and not getting much recognition.
Who's calling that sheep?
I'm happy for him, because like working with Drake, I mean, this is for him probably just a big deal. But the thing that I found ironic was that Elkan produced for Lecrae, and Lecrae was also mentioned in Watch the Party Die, where Kendrick said, I wonder what Lecrae would do. Again, another weird, interesting connection between Drake trying to get at Kendrick in a way. I found this line pretty funny that I never mentioned before, which was Drake talking about his dad pimping. I mean, did he just say, my dad be pimping for real, otherwise known by the law trafficking right now? Have you ever been to Memphis, Tennessee, my love? By the way, my dad's a pimp, but hey, do you want to come to Tennessee to meet him? Like, just the lyrics that he puts together just doesn't make sense. It all just falls apart. One thing I noticed, to me, again, this may be a little bit of a reach, but to me, first of all, I love the formation. I love the dance here. To me, this little formation kind of felt like somewhat of an extension of the Stanky Leg. I mean, they were just sort of stomping their feet, moving around, but it did feel like some of them were sort of kicking it out a little bit, reminiscent of the Stanky Leg. Not exactly, but again, we all know that Taylor Swift You know, we all know what she did, where she actually tried to do the stanky leg in that red mini skirt, but couldn't kind of do it while Kendrick was up there getting his Grammy for Not Like Us. You know, maybe a little shot at Taylor Swift again. Not again, a little bit of a reach, but I do see something there.
Drake might have made this song Nokia to troll Kendrick Lamar's sound. Are you noticing the drum pattern? And the guy's like, is it Stacy? That weird voice that we don't identify. That's definitely not a Toronto voice. Seems way more influenced by the West Coast.
I almost feel like it's an actual copy. He wants to bring something reminiscent of Kendrick's voice into it. The stylized voice where that person says, is it Stacy? Is it Danny? Now, we all know Kendrick has that vocal modulation, sometimes that quote unquote alien voice. And this part in the song kind of sounds a lot like Kendrick.
Is it Keisha? Is it Ashley?
Now, we could hear it if Drake would stop speaking over the person. But you could hear it. You could hear that Kendrick, that reminiscent Kendrick voice. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments below. But to me, I agree. It sounds like Kendrick's stylized voice that he throws in some of his other songs. We have to say, where is P&D? Where's Party Next Door? Where's the producer Elkan? It's all Drake. And all these women, it's no shout out to, and it would have been a perfect opportunity to make this thing just, it could have gone so many different ways. It could have been more fun, but instead it's black and white. He has all these ladies dancing around him and he's kind of dancing for them in a way. No bringing out Elkan, no bringing out P&D, which is off quote unquote the Party Next Door and Drake album. And no nod to them in any type of way. Again, self-centered narcissism that, I don't know, just doesn't feel right. I feel like this would have been a great opportunity for him to shout out these other people, get the culture more involved, you know, and just make more of an impact. You know, I think it would have raised him up instead. But, you know, again, Drake doing the self-centered stuff. You know, then we have this part where Drake comes out like in this, I don't know, Carnivale kind of vibe, which some people say happens in Toronto. And we know something like that happens in New Orleans. One, it would have been a great way to make this colorful. I don't know why it was in black and white. And then he comes out in this basketball jersey, which again says Drake #1. Again, super cringe, right? It just didn't match. Now, I feel like this would have been great if it was at a skating rink and all those things. And thank God he actually has some roller skates involved in this, which is a good look. Finally, something iconic or resembling what we thought it might make sense to. But again, I don't know where they're skating on. It's not even a rink. Like, they're on this platform. They look like they're about to fall off the platform, and I'm worried about them. Drake, they just didn't involve more metaphors or things that kind of felt like the aura of the song just wasn't there. Then we have this Tanisha Scott, right? As we mentioned, Tanisha Scott dancing. But I caught something kind of strange in this thing, which I don't like, and I don't want to say too much of in the video, but very strange. I believe that's Tanisha Scott dancing, and then he turns around and shows the back of his jacket. And the back of his jacket has a weird domain name on there. So here he is. And again, so Value Football, domain name, Hot Moms. I don't know if this is some kind of corn website. It says coming soon. Coming is spelled in that alternative sexualized way. And I could be wrong. Maybe I don't know what this will be. I just don't know what else it could be, or at least what he's hinting to. Valley Football, which is kind of reminiscent of a high school varsity jacket in a way. And then you have this weird corn domain. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I have no idea, but that's what it feels like when you go visit the site. And so it seems like he promotes gambling. He promotes corn. I have no idea. Now, I wanted to get to the owls. People spoke about, you know, we all see in the Kendrick Lamar Not Like Us video, the owl cage, which were people took as representative of OVO, and it's behind bars. And then here's Drake. The end of this Nokia video, he shows 6 owls and they're high on this, these look like antennas, and what I understand to be cell phone towers. So I guess his way of, I don't know, saying I'm high, I am overseeing the city. People were like, the owls are free. Go Drake, the owls are free. But ironically, there is this meme and this satirical comedic TED Talk called Birds Aren't Real. And in that, it's like, it's the Birds Aren't Real is a movement that mocks conspiracy. And it jokes that birds are not birds, but actually government drones, that they were all taken out and they were replaced with surveillance equipment sent high to surveil over US citizens. Ironically, Drake tried to use birds as a symbol of power here, but accidentally he embodied a meme that makes fun of surveillance, control, and blind loyalty. So I thought that was ironic. Like, even when Drake tries to make this metaphor hit home and people are like, look, the owls are free, and there's way more behind it where things just fall apart.
Nokia is fighting for his life out there against this pedophile shit. Hey, yeah, Elm to have a little slap in the tuck.
That shit doing all right. That shit moving out there. Take it back.
I like that shit.
He said that's moving, take it back. So here's the thing, right? Like the album was 26 songs, right? So for there to be one breakout song, and we still don't know how well it's gonna do. It's already, I think, off the charts or off the top 10. That's just not enough, right? So I feel like the Drake stands hold on to it. Like, take it back. Nokia's fire.
That shit moving out there.
I
Take
like
it
that
back.
shit.
nigga.
I still like that record.
Take
Y'all
that back.
pansies, but it's working for him.
Nah, it's moving there.
It's working for him. I ain't no hater.
Remember what you said before.
I ain't no hater.
Clean it up.
What I said before?
I don't think you liked it,
I don't like it now.
but it's moving and it can grow.
I mean, that's the thing. I feel like people don't understand is like it or not like it, but we could also criticize the music and say that, listen, it's Drake, it's gonna go, it's decent, but we don't like the song. You know what I mean? And that's okay too. We don't have to like fall in love with the song because it's on the charts.
Is it Keisha?
Hey. No, I don't fuck with that song. My joints off that album are Deeper, Give Me a Hug, the Houston shit, Crying in Houston, Rain in Houston, whatever, and Something for Whatever. At
But
the
you
end.
can
Something for whatever. Isn't that funny that I think like you can barely remember Drake's song titles, at least off of this last album? GNX, we could all probably mention the hits, right? Squabble Up, TV Off, Reincarnated, Hey Now, Peekaboo, Whacked Out Murals, all distinct, like memorable songs. And then on the 26th song by Drake, it's kind of like Houston thing, the something, something this.
identify
Those 4 songs, special records.
Those 4 songs that I can't remember the titles to are special.
You can identify when something is doing well. Like, yo, this doing. I can see why it's doing well.
I see why it's moving, but
Got you.
UMG ain't paying for it. So, I mean, that's coming out of somebody else's pocket.
I wondered about this, like Joe Budden trying to say that UMG's not paying. I don't know. Like in the end, it still says exclusive rights to Republic Records, a division of UMG. I find it hard to believe that UMG is not spending anything on it because it would be under them. But at the same time, they are getting sued by Drake. So it is a conflict of interest. I really don't know, but Joe Budden seems to think that they're not spending anything on it.
It ain't going to be around long. You got to pay for songs to stick
I know,
around.
I'm
It
with-
don't matter how many of y'all like it. You have to pay for songs to be around.
Now that seems to be interesting, and like there are some reports that Drake has or hired a promotion team to promote this song Nokia, and I think maybe that's why it's taking off, promoting it on TikTok and getting people just to do any kind of videos. Like people just getting paid to do any video, any 1-minute clip, any 30-second clip about Nokia, and to boost the song. Those are just reports allegedly, but I've been hearing talks of it getting promoted a lot on TikTok. But now it's off the top 10, so I don't know how long it's gonna last. Does Drake have the money to keep pumping it up? I really don't know.
Okay.
But, hey. I like this.
What do y'all think? Y'all think this music video is gonna take off? It is #1 trending, but let's see what happens.